Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, and welcome back as Warcraft 2 Tides of Darkness, a remake in Warcraft 3 by Lord Perenolde II. So we're on to Act 4, Chapter 3, The Great Portal, which is the finale for this campaign. My plan is to take a bit of a break after finishing this human campaign after this video and play something else, then we'll come back and play the Orc campaign later. And the reason is there is an update in progress with really big updates and changes to the Orc campaign specifically, with some to the human campaign, so I'll just go ahead and wait for that. At the time of this video being recorded, that has not been released yet, so maybe when the video is released, it is out. I don't know. In either case, my plan is to go play something else, and then we'll come back to the Orc campaign once that update is ready. Let's get started. Now, I think that we can choose who we play as for this last mission, which is pretty cool. I like the idea of that.
The Orcs have been driven from the Northlands as the hulking remains of Blackrock Spire lay silent amongst the freed lands of Azeroth. The battered remains of the once mighty Horde have rallied to protect their last bastion of hope, the Great Portal. With Lord Lothar dead, you have been given the duty of leading the forces of Lordaeron to ultimate victory over the Horde. A victory that lies with the destruction of the Great Portal itself.
The Orcs are staging their final stand in the area. The Dark Portal is impervious to any of our weapons, but Lord Khadgar is said to possess the secrets to seal it for good. The Kirin Tor has drawn a circle of power for Khadgar to be summoned, but it must be activated by a magic practitioner first. As Supreme Commander of the Alliance, you may choose which nation's armed forces you wish to lead in this final confrontation. Good luck. Normally you have to destroy the Dark Portal, which takes forever, but it seems like here we just have to get Khadgar to it. Or a magic practitioner, which will summon Khadgar to it, I suppose. Who do we want to play as? You get a different ending, depending on which faction you choose. I am not going to play this 4 times, because I'm not a crazy person. Well, all I can say is there's a download link in the description. You could download this for yourself, play it, give it a shot. That way you can see all the endings if you'd like. Lordaeron, by default, feels pretty good here. I feel like we've used them the least in this campaign. I guess if you don't count that one... Darrow mission, or Darrowmere mission, where it was micro, but I feel like we've had the least number of macro missions with Lordaeron. Maybe Stromgarde, now that I think about it. We used Stromgarde for, what, 3 missions? And Lordaeron's been 3 as well. And again, Lordaeron feels kind of like the default, like, who should be leading the charge here, because that's the main human nation that has pushed south back into Azeroth, and we just played as Azeroth for a big macro mission, so I'm leaning towards Lordaeron. Also, Azeroth doesn't have towers, and we need towers to kill dragons on this map, for sure. Very, very important. So let's, yeah, let's take Lordaeron here. Oh, I remember this. Oh, no. Okay, the only reason I know what to do here is because I've played the original game, but the, there's like a big doom drop you have to do to get started on this map. So I'm going to start making my way there with some of these units that I have. And the battleship is super slow, so that's why I'm starting to move there now. But there's an area, there's a coast on the left where you have to drop to. And again, the only reason I know this is because I played this before. We don't have enough boats for everything anyway, so we'll come back and get our workers and stuff later. I could also build farms over here, but I'm concerned that dragons might go out of their way to kill those later. Where is it? There it is. There's like a bunch of cannon towers and stuff. Again, we're just going to auto-attack with the battleship, and then we're going to drop right on top of everything, and we'll see how it goes. So, here we go. Battleship first. Oh, that was an unfortunate shot. That was like a freebie shot that they just got. There might be a better way to do this. I don't know what it is. Okay, transports head back. Boats, please just attack. Okay, does feel like we've lost a lot of stuff. Okay, there's another cannon tower down here. The other thing that we're gonna have to do, I realize I just looked away, but we've got to get these loaded up and get our workers over, because we have to get started like as soon as possible. I didn't bring my rangers because I didn't feel like they would be that useful for the doom drop. Honestly, in the grand scheme, that went mostly fine. But what we're going to have to do, and this might hurt people's souls to see this, but we got to sink our ships because they're just going to take up supply to get started here. So let's just dust them. And then unload these, and then destroy these as well. The beginning of this map has always been strange to me, but, you know, it's fine. Now we can start building some farms. And then, like, the earlier the better. There's also a gold mine here, so what I can do is start our town hall. And farms. Okay, that's all been sunk. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward with the units that I have. These are the cryomancers, right? Frostbolt is F. We got to keep these elves alive, though. Let's stun them. Let's stun them. There we go. And then move forward with all this stuff. I'm trying to just, like, use these casters because it's kind of the only thing I have right now that is worthwhile. All right, go ahead and start gathering. Trying to think if there's anything else from this mission that I remember. Again, the beginning is wacky. There's another gold mine up there, too. We're going to need a lot of farms. Now, the dragons can attack us from, like, any direction. So we're going to need to rely heavily on towers and rangers. And then we'll get to paladins, then we can heal. I think towers are going to be great. Stun the ogres. Back up. I don't know if it's a good idea to be destroying this base if we don't necessarily have to. I don't know if this base becomes active or what. Okay, let's get one more here. All of our boats are gone. That's good. I think basically we have to get 2 towers on that side to ensure that we don't lose stuff. Okay, you get back on gold. Okay, and then I'm going to get a lumber mill up here, I think. Because we do need that. This is also one where I think there's destructible rocks, and if you use demo teams, then you can get through and attack the... And get a free... Not a free, but you get another gold mine. And it's kind of like maybe the sooner we do that, the better. I'm going to leave... My plan is, I think we're going to take this as soon as possible for even another gold mine. We just need a lot of dudes on lumber for now. 800 for another town hall. Then we basically just stock up a bunch of guard towers up here. Because again, my concern is dragons. So let's take this town hall. There's the dragons. Early dragons. Okay, we gotta rotate these dudes out. I'm being very greedy right now. Oh, these guys can help too. But yeah, I'm being very greedy with my economy right now, which might be a big mistake. That gold mine does not have a lot on it. Get one more farm. Let's come on up here. I'm gonna build 2 or even 3 towers. I think like that. And then we get this saturated. That has a lot more gold on it. And there's also an enemy base, I believe, to our right over there. So we want to get... we're going to need to move out in that direction pretty soon as well. Not many trees in this starting location. Not many trees at all. Okay, pretty early attack here. What are you, Goblin Sorcerer? Okay, so we have Griffin Riders, powerful flying creature, right. So we want to get to those pretty early. Those will help us live for a while. Let's see. Able to damage multiple enemies with its storm hammers, but will it damage my own stuff too? So these do the actual AoE that we'd expect from flyers. The Blackhand brothers have refused the addition of Death Knights into their lines and have appointed magically skilled goblins to pursue their black arts studies within the walls of the Temple of the Damned. They can temporarily increase the defense of surrounding allies, resurrect slain enemies into skeletons, and channel the negative energies to inflict severe physical pain to a single target. Interesting. The Dark Portal is the source of the Horde's invasion, has currently protected their last standing clans, one of which is the Dragon Tamer's Dragon Maw. The opening of the rift has mutated the landscape of the surrounding environment. The orcs have the ground advantage. You need to escort one of your mages to the Circle of Power next to the portal so that Khadgar himself can be summoned to intervene. He's the only one with the required knowledge to seal it forever. Interesting. Okay. Let's get a barracks. Kind of build along the left here.
We are under attack.
What the heck are you? Genbu? I hate it. Okay, barracks is on its way. These 3 all need to be guard towers, which is very expensive. And then maybe we want to get 2 more down here, which again, very expensive, but kind of necessary to ensure that dragons don't kill us.
Off I go then.
Once we're protected from dragons, then we just tech up like crazy. We want to get this this barracks as soon as, or this keep as soon as possible. Hopefully, yeah, we should have enough oil to get those upgrades. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think we need to get more units over there ASAP. Yeah, there's just not that many trees, are there? Well, we just have to be diligent with what we're using our trees for here. So we'll get a blacksmith. We'll get a stable. Which I guess over here is fine. Let's upgrade to rangers, which is very expensive, but I think will be worth it. We can also get improved masonry, which will help versus the dragons. I see rocks here. Maybe we can break these rocks in order to get through to the gold mine. There's actually there's a lot of rocks. Okay, gold mine running low is okay because we'll just transfer these guys to lumber up here and down here. Man, I feel bad making so many guard towers, but I think it's necessary. Gnomish Inventor sounds great. That we can fly around and start scouting. Okay, let's get faster horses. Once we have enough lumber, we go to castle. So let's go ahead and get swords, because that doesn't cost lumber. And we can always pull enemy attacks back to us that attack us from over here. Those Genbu seem kind of scary. I think we just need a lot of knights. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a flying machine. And then you all... Okay, let's see how we do. Seems fine. Okay. Let's come on up here and see if this is the same. I expect it to be the same. There should be a gold mine up here with a way to get to it through rocks. I think we found the rocks. There's only 15k on it. We could also build boats and, like, sail around and drop. Normally the rocks to destroy are there. There's also usually Death Knights over here, but that's been changed. There's more trees over here. We might need to expand in this direction and build defense up here. Okay, let's... Okay, there's an enemy base. So I think that's got to be a target number 1, is that area right there. Start making more knights. And then let's go ahead and grab our castle so that we can get a church. These guys cannot harvest this lumber. If we set up a lumber mill down here, we're going to need towers to defend against dragons. So let's do something like that. And then get a lumber mill over here. And then I'm just going to, again, keep building a bunch of knights. church.
Righto. Yes, me lord.
And paladins.
What is it?
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I asked you to build them, but
Off I go then.
if you don't actually want to, then
Yes, me lord.
who am I to tell you no? Again, because we have a lot of lumber harvesters that are going to need to move.
Job's done.
Spiked armor and shields sounds great. I'm going to quick save. This has been an okay start. I'm a little scared of the enemies that come from
Job's done.
over here.
Job's done.
I think we turn this into a cannon tower. Honestly, super advanced masonry. It's a little aggressive to get that as early as I am, but I'm going to do it. Cannon tower, I guess. It's pricey.
Where to? Upgrade complete.
And getting that other gold mine up there, I mean, I could get a shipyard here, which might be pretty good.
More work.
Okay, come on over here.
Research complete.
I will upgrade ballistas and start getting, never mind, not more knights. We want to get paladins. Again, the sooner we can build enough stuff to bomb through this base, the better. I could make air units. Alternatively, we could make a bunch of... Why would he attack that one guy down there? Okay, we have... I was going to say, we have towers, so let's... These things just seem awful. I don't understand these things. Can I stun them at least? It's like, I need ballista to attack them. Okay, I officially hate this faction. This enemy faction. The goblin... is this Dragon Maw? Oh, look. Come on, shoot one more time. Holy cow. Okay, well...
Yes, me lord.
I think we just make a wall of cannon towers, because frankly, this is scary.
Research complete.
Okay, upgrade ballistas. You guys also gotta come over here.
More work.
I'm gonna get a shipyard.
Righto.
And the reason being is if I can get a transport ship to just slip one worker over there, then we don't have to worry about enemy naval units. There's a lot of gold still on that. Let's go adept training, and then we need more paladins. I mean, the thing is, those Genbus don't really have a minimum range. It doesn't seem like it, at least. Do I have enough oil to make a transport ship?
Research. What is it?
We could also just go Griffin Aviary now and make air units. It requires a foundry, and I don't have enough oil.
Off I go
Crap.
then.
Okay, well that was wasted money right there.
I go then. Yes, my lord. Research complete.
Okay, let's go shields. If we make enough ballista, we should be able to push into that base.
Yes, me lord.
Let's repair you.
Your honor, sire.
Let's see. Okay, let's
What is it?
follow my own advice here and go Griffin Aviary.
Complete. Off I go then.
We need them to start pushing through this base. Yep, I think that's the key. Keep making paladins. That'll give us access to another gold mine. Once we harvest through all these trees, we'll just hide these peasants. For now. Let's see if there happens to be oil just around here, that would be nice, but I don't have a lot of faith that there is.
What? Over there? Roger, we'll go.
Which means we're going to need to destroy these rocks, and there's a lot of them with, whatever they're called. Goblin dudes.
Command me. Yes, my lord.
We are under attack.
So there's oil there, but it's defended by a decently sized fleet.
Research complete.
And I don't have the oil to contend with that. Maybe we could lure them in with catapults, but I don't know how to do that.
Command me.
Okay. Yeah, rangers are really no good here.
Yes, me lord.
I think we just get a second cannon tower and just sort of pray. going to start making ballista for our eventual push. And our ballistas are +2 now, though, so that should help tremendously. Exorcism
Yes, my lord.
removes all buffs, so that would work.
What is it?
That would work.
Yes, my lord. What?
Ka? Okay, we don't need... I don't think we're going to need a ton of griffins to help us push into this base. We also could just build a few and snipe production structures. There's enough gold in here, we just got to wait for it to come in. I think we can just kind of sit in a holding pattern. The thing that concerns me the most is just the enemy attacks that come from these directions.
Upgrade complete.
And I would need to build a lot of... I would need to build a lot of demo teams to get through that, to get to that gold mine. It only has 15k on it. And it would require probably 3 or even 4. Okay, they are doing some splash damage, but not enough.
Yes, my lord. All right.
So 2 towers seems like it's enough.
Righto. I'm your lord.
Causes the attack to damage multiple units. All right, that's what I expected. So it seems like the goblin towers here we can kill pretty easily because they can't attack air. So we can fly over here and, like, you know, just snipe these and then get in and get to that barracks. Right now, though, I think we're going to be waiting. We're just waiting for griffins. Otherwise, there's not much else to do because I can't really waste money to break through this to get to this.
I await your command.
I need to be able to destroy their navy if I want to take that oil. So, yeah, I think right now, unfortunately, we're just sort of chilling. We have ballista, though. These should be able to kill those weird dragon turtle things. I think those are just way too strong. Those are too strong for their own good. But once we destroy this base, this map is essentially over. It's just we gotta wait. We got time. We gotta just chill.
You're the boss. Sire. Your honor.
Let's see about luring these things.
You're the boss.
Back them up.
Yes, my lord. You better count on me.
I think part of it, too, is we do dramatically less damage because of the, because we're Lordaeron.
I'm your father. Command, absolutely.
Okay, looks like all these guys did get built as paladins this time. I don't know if we got some guys like carry forward as paladins or what. We can use flyers to destroy this fleet as well, but we need a lot in order to focus down boats, else you lose stuff pretty easily. I hate that this is basically the same as last mission, but I think this is kind of how it has to go. Man, we lose a lot to those attacks. But our little cluster of towers is good enough, I think, to defend against them. So let's just not throw away our units, and we should be okay.
Your honor. At once. You can count.
And as we get more of these guys can basically fight back against enemy attacks, no problem as well. How much gold? Again, it's it's so similar to the last mission where we're gonna slowly run out of money, and then we'll see like, okay, how many flyers do we have? And then we go from there. Let's send one dude back. We need a few more farms. Well, really just one more farm. We do have every blacksmith upgrade. We don't have our range upgrades. Those would be nice to have, but all my money's going towards griffins currently. We also have quite a long time between when they attack us, so I think this is okay.
Yes, my lord. Your honor.
I was gonna attack with paladins and ballista, but again, now it feels like we're kind of stuck. We're kind of stuck with air units, but that's okay. 6 might be enough, and then we can pull them back and get them healed by paladins. Speaking of which, we're gonna need a few more so that we can keep that healing going. It's not like I can queue up another. It's not like I can queue up another thing anyway.
I'm your dwarf.
5, not bad.
I await your command.
And then 6, 7. 8 seems like a good number. I think we accomplished a lot with I think we accomplished a lot with 8 in the last mission. Well, don't. Just let the guard towers deal with it, dude. Never mind. I guess we're doing this.
You can count on me. Yes, my lord. For the king. Aye, sir. You're the boss.
Okay. I mean, I could get like 2 more cannon towers if I really wanted to get crazy. Let's just leave one guy here to auto-repair. And we also have to remember, no matter how much gold we end up with, we have to ensure... that we don't accidentally leave ourselves without enough money to build another town hall, which I've done in the past, not in this playthrough, but it has certainly happened. I could attack... I'm concerned that if I attack something... You know what? Hang on. This is a good time to check. Quick save. Auto-attack a knight. Yep, that is definitely doing friendly fire. So it seems dangerous to attack with griffins along with our other units. Just something that was worth testing, I think. It seems also like the AoE is delayed, which is a little weird, but it is what it is. I think we have enough with these towers here specifically to defend against anything this faction over here sends at us. We can go in and, like, destroy a tower, back out, heal, similar to what we did last time. Boats can be a little scary because they do a lot of DPS. Get out of there. Okay, let's go back and get silver haloed. And just like that, we're basically done. These guys don't seem that scary. They're mostly buffing. Silver halo takes way too long to heal us, though. Keep in mind, so it's gonna take some time. Ogre Tinker. It sounds like they're healing. It sounds like they're healing. Okay, I guess that's good enough for now. I think we have enough. I think we have enough of these now to do the majority of the initial. Very nice. Fall back, buddy. Fall back, buddy. We're just barely saving these guys, thankfully. Fall back, buddy. And then we have to wait 8 to 9 million years for Silver Halo to become effective to heal these guys. I think Silver Halo needs a little bit of a buff. I understand that it was too strong previously, but it's too good right now, I think. Okay, there you go. Slippin' ogre tinkers are so irritating. I don't know what just attacked us. How are you guys doing over here? You're doing great. Start working on the towers. Then turn. Focus on the towers. Send them back in. We'll be able to run in with our knights here soon. Honestly, as long as they don't have those flippin' dragon turtle things, I think we can just bomb in here. Famous last words. Oh, yeah, here we go. See, now we do a nice little mixed force.
For the king.
Feels a little better. You don't need to be attacking that shipyard, at least not yet. I don't know where the dragon turtles are built from. Probably that barracks.
Your Honor.
Okay, you guys can be attacking here. Yeah, kill that little guy. Nice. Okay, perfect. Now, workers, start the Great Pilgrimage. We're still going to have to protect this area from dragons.
What is it? Let's build that. Righto.
And then let's queue up more griffins. And I guess at this rate, we'll be able to clear all this with dragons. Or with griffins, but, I mean, I'm not thrilled with it. I think one of the most important things is we were able to get up here with all of our other units, which allows us to bomb through this stuff a little bit faster. I hope there's a gold mine back there. I'm thinking there will be. We don't have to kill everything on this on this map, by the way. Whoa. There are more trees over here, though, which is pretty important. How are we doing with gold? Oh, that's gone. Okay.
It's hammer time.
Let's cancel some of these just to ensure we keep enough.
I'll do what it takes. Yes, and me. At once.
Okay.
For the king. I'll do what it takes. To the skies.
No health bars also means that using Silver Halo is a bit painful.
Your Honor.
Yeah, sure, kill their foundry. It's not that important, but just do it. I think I lost maybe a couple,
To the skies.
There's a gold mine. 66k is fantastic. The AoE should kill the worker. Maybe.
I'm your
No.
victory.
Come on. They shoot so slow. This is what needs to go. That needs to go. Let's go ahead and keep attacking, keep pushing.
At once. Absolutely.
After we destroy this base, we don't even need
The king.
paladins anymore.
Your
Let's see how we do. Pretty bad.
We are under attack. At once.
There's more dudes down there.
Ah.
Okay, we lost several Griffin Riders. I have some fresh ones here.
Command me. Absolutely. Not enough, man.
And we'll just get these dudes healed up slowly. Where is their actual town hall? There it is. Okay.
The town is under attack.
By dragons? So, like, yeah, 2 is enough. We can build another one if we need.
The town is under attack.
So let's maybe build this up here.
I'll do what it takes. That's great.
One more tower. Go for it. Knights will clean this up, then bring them down here and just, again, steadily clean all of this up. And then we'll build a couple towers, again, to protect ourselves even more so from dragons. And then we got all these trees over here. Maybe there'll be some oil kind of out there? I don't know, man. All right, Ballista, I need you. No, 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 don't attack my... You fools! The AoE effect is delayed and a little strange. Oh, you love to see it. Get in there. And there you go. Okay. We got gold. We got trees.
You can count on me.
The next step is...
No problem. Your Honor.
Let's heal up all these Griffin Riders.
You can count on me.
So all the full health ones get removed from the groups that we know that you don't need a heal.
At once.
Hello?
Absolutely.
There we go. Okay.
At once.
Okay, that faction was the worst, and I'm glad we never have to deal with them again, because that was a big issue. Gold's coming in good. We can go for this next. Again, we need oil. I mean, we just use our flyers to kill these boats. Actually, no. What we're going to have to do... We're going to have to build demo squads. Several of them. Let's start with 4. I think 4 should be enough to get through there.
Your Honor. Absolutely.
Go ahead and just top these dudes up, even though I don't think we really need them anymore.
Yes, my lord. I'll do what it takes. You're the boss.
Okay, you guys fly away so that we know which ones need to get healed, which is those, which I thought I already did, but don't worry about it. Probably want to build one more tower up here, too.
What?
One too many dudes on lumber here anyway. So if I secure this, as soon as I take this gold mine, I feel like the dragons will start attacking up there as well. I'm not so sure. Anyway, I think we have what we need. Again, it's going to be a slow and steady push. I'm going to leave these guys here because then we can move them through to take that base once we clear all this out.
You made the right choice.
Yeah, 2 more, I think. I could get exorcism. I don't know how necessary it is.
On me, sire. At once. I'll do what it takes.
Wait, these are the ones that are full health. No! I sent away the ones that weren't. I meant to do the opposite.
Yes, my lord.
It's fine. Just wait for mana. We're not in a rush.
All right. Command.
We're not in a rush. I think I did this the first time, too.
Yes, I swear. You can count
Okay,
on
that
me.
one's near full, so we didn't really need that. Okay, here we go. Please.
We are under attack.
On our way.
You know, you could focus fire.
The town is under attack.
All right, let's get a few more dudes over here to start auto-repairing. I just need to have these auto-repaired up at the start of each engagement, and then they'll die.
What is it?
Okay, just like that. Could spread them out a little bit, I suppose, to avoid...
Command me. I'm your dwarf. Yes, my lord. For the king. I'll do what it takes.
All right, we're now fully healed here. Let's use these guys to kill these ships to then set this base up, get an oil refinery here in order to start harvesting from there. It's going to be great.
Where do you want us?
Bust this wide open.
Forward.
Man, that took 4 guys to do. So we set this up.
Right.
Away from the coast, please.
Job's done. For victory!
We'll see if this draws them to us. Yo, I have so much gold. That's the thing. Like, now I'm like, we can make a navy, blah, 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 but I don't need to. I have enough gold. I could just make griffins.
You can count on me.
It'll just take a while to clear out the enemy base, but that's really all it's going to take. Okay, yeah, that stuff's auto-repaired up.
Off I go then.
Ah, the finale. See, and now it's only water. So, like, again, I need oil because I need to transport a mage, right? That's something we need to do later, but it's going to take some time to get there. Let's see. So let's get a mage tower because we're going to need it.
What is it? Off I go then. What?
We're probably going to need towers up here because the dragons might start moving up in this direction instead.
That's great. That comes from
Focus fire. I like the AoE. Again, so you can see how these boats actually waste my flyers pretty effectively. So we have to... I knew that this would take a lot of... we would take a beating doing this. But it is what it is.
no problem.
Because I need this area. Please tell me an oil refinery only takes... Okay, good. Thank goodness. So we can do this.
Yes, my lord. I can't build that.
And we can build oil tankers over here.
What? Righto. I'm your dwarf. Aye, sir.
And this group doesn't have the ability to
I'll do
rebuild.
what it takes.
That group doesn't have the ability to rebuild any of their ships, so we should be safe to take this. Oil tankers coming in.
Oh, word,
Workers are just going to stay here to auto-repair towers. Oil tankers set this, and now we're cooking with gas. I don't think we're going to need that much oil either.
You can count on me.
Okay. Paladins, come on over here. The next thing I'm going to do...
Off I go then.
We know we're going to need a cryomancer because the other ones died a long time ago.
Yes, my lord.
Is let's get another Griffin aviary. In fact, let's get 2 more. And we can triple build Griffins and just start moving them across the map. As much as I mean, we could drop
Job's done.
and, you know, do all sorts of shenanigans. I just don't want to. I think it would be a lot of effort. Let's get 1 more paladin so we could do some mass heals.
I'll do what it takes. Job's done. It's hammer time. That's great.
Not being able to easily see which one needs healed is a bit
The king.
irritating, especially because Silver Halo isn't even that good.
Count on me. Count me in. I await your command.
Okay, what I will do is get some transport boats. We need a foundry for that. Again, we could do that over time.
What is it? Yes, my lord.
You guys come on down here for more trees. Plenty of gold on that.
All right. Righto. Oh, word.
Okay, and let's get our foundry here.
Off I go then.
I can't build there. No, he can. What a god. Anything else that's stopping us from getting any of this other stuff? I can get a submarine. I don't think that that's particularly necessary.
Job's done. I'll do what it takes. Ah,
So let's take these griffins and find where we can land. It looks like this is all rocks.
that's great.
Probably should just make a navy to deal with this. This was changed specifically, I think, to stop you from steamrolling with only flyers, as far as I can tell. It seems pretty obvious to me.
That's great. Ah,
Little island here.
that's great.
Nothing on it. That's fine.
Problem. It's hammer
Then come on back. We'll get you healed. Okay. Transports. We're going to get transports. And we're going to get more knights, I guess. So that we can at least drop over on the other island and clear a landing point. Actually, I think we need rangers.
Sire,
Right?
Your Honor, I'm your dwarf. Count on me.
I think we found a place where we can land up there.
You're the boss.
Because we know we're going to have to land, so we might as well. I got my little cryomancer, too, which is probably wasteful, but that's okay.
Perfect.
So expensive. I mean, we've got the gold, don't get me wrong. Other Griffin aviaries get added?
Ah, no problem. Ah, count me in.
Okay, so this is where we can drop.
No problem. That's great. You're the boss.
There must be a ground path to get to the Dark Portal. It's right in the middle of this big area.
Search complete. No problem.
But, like, there has to be a ground path, right?
Skies.
Also, if we destroy their ability to make flyers, then this is over. I mean, it's already over. Let's be honest. We're already done with this. It's just...
Ah, count
It's
me
slow going. There's a barracks there. Let's just kill this.
in. What? All right.
Okay, not that much gold left there.
Yes, under attack. Aye, sir.
Oh, these guys can... Their grunts can attack air. Look at that. Is there another one somewhere?
Count on me.
I mean, they are sending guys to defend themselves. These things just attack so slow that's why it's like, oh my gosh, please.
Yes, me lord.
We are
Off I
under
go
attack.
then.
Didn't I build transport ships? There they are. All right, workers, we can bring you.
Your honor.
We can make multiple trips.
Yes, my lord. Your honor.
Okay, we destroyed the barracks. We're all good there. Let's just go ahead and make griffins.
The town is under attack.
Okay, one down. Focus. Focus.
We are under attack.
And then every so often we send one dude back
Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
to repair because the AoE kills them. The other thing I could do is just set up,
Near problem.
let's see, there's more oil up there. The other thing I could do is set up,
I am your
what am I thinking? Please get in the boats, I beg of you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay, you guys come on up here. We have workers with us, so we can set up a base.
You can count on me. I'm your lord.
And then once we land up here, it's going to take some time, but once we do,
That's great.
please go. With workers and stuff, we set up our own little base, and we'll be able to clear this all out way easier.
Aye, sir.
So this was kind of my long-term goal that I wanted to do, which is as long as we set up some stuff at the, like, once we get to the other side and actually get workers over here, this will speed up dramatically. It's just, it took us a long time to get here. It really did. All right, you guys come on down here and attack. Peasant, make me a barracks. I'm gonna guess we need to build a shipyard on the inside there too.
Do what I take. Yes, me lord.
So let's just get that started, because again, I'm very confident that that's what we're gonna have to do.
Aye, sir. Near problem.
Okay, Griffin Riders, let's just fly you ahead of my other stuff, because you're gonna end up killing my units. There's the dragon thingamabob. They probably have a couple of those if I had to guess.
Count me in.
There, there, and there. Love how that guy just didn't build the barracks like I asked him to, but you know. Let's get a mage tower over here. And then
We are under attack.
6 units, perfect. Load up. This at this point is now just sort of a race to the finish. How long is it going to take us to finish this? We don't have to destroy this whole base, to be clear. We really just need to do this part. There's also a gold mine over here, so certainly couldn't hurt. Yeah, there's several of those.
We are under attack.
I'm your lord.
Sure, make more griffins. We can afford them.
I'll do what it takes. What?
And then the last group up here. Bring them on down. Build the farms on their territory. It's a power move.
Off I go then. Forward.
Perfect.
You can count on me. Aye, sir. Your honor. Command.
Cancel these. We're going to make rangers and finally get our ranger upgrades after all this time.
Job done.
We are under attack.
Yes, me lord.
Any more trees?
Forward. What?
It's a few.
Forward. Your honor.
Keep pushing.
Job done.
Hopefully you don't get killed by AoE. This group is dead for sure.
We are under attack.
What I'm thinking is we're going to need to bring rangers with us because there are those flying demons. We also probably have enough griffins to kill them all. Okay, cool. And I never got exorcism, which I guess we could use on Death Knights. That should work on them, right? Because Death Knights are technically undead. Let's get a flying machine.
You can count on me.
Because the one I had is dead. Could scout out that center section. And I think...
Your honor. Absolutely.
I don't know which one of these needs healing, but they all get it right now.
You're the boss.
Yeah, and that's it. Okay, cool. I think we're going to nail this in under an hour, which, again, for this map is pretty good, I'd say.
I come to cleanse this land.
That's great.
We are under attack.
Count me in.
Yeah, so, yeah, we're going to need to land.
I'll do what I take.
We're going to need to drop a mage in that little middle section.
Aye, sir. You can count on me.
Okay, they have killed all that stuff. That's okay.
Yes, my friend.
This is why I built these transport ships.
What is it?
It's going to take several
Yes, my lord.
rotations through to get it.
On me.
Also build the mage. Sure, get... we don't need Cone of Cold. That's fine. Let's, I guess take this base as well. Just in case, for whatever reason, we need to build more stuff quickly.
Yes, my lord. Aye, sir.
I don't know if those demons can be rebuilt. Generally, no. I think we just lost a lot to the Death Knights there.
To the skies. No problem. I just want it.
It's possible they can rebuild the demons from those areas, too.
Count me in.
Is my aid required?
Sire.
Okay, let's go ahead and just drop these dudes over here. Then we'll make another trip, or we just build another transport to bring our Cryomancer.
Yes, my friend.
I'll do what I take. On me. You're the boss.
Kind of curious to see how the units that I'm dropping are going to do against these guys.
You're the boss.
Let's get in and help them out. Actually, wow. That was fantastic. Okay, come on back. Cryomancer and you guys, get loaded up. Bring a peasant too. Ultimate disrespect.
We are under attack.
This is certainly... It's a very different take on... What just attacked us up here? It's a very different take on this map, that's for sure. Because I don't think there's normally a path that you can drop units in like this. I think you have to build flyers. I might be way off with that, honestly.
Is my aid required?
Well, command.
Okay, and just in case there's some like weird defense point or whatever, let's get him on there.
What is it?
Ultimate disrespect.
If I go there-
Tower the Dark Portal.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my friend.
Please get out of the way, I beg of you.
Sire.
Oh, baby.
Under attack.
I want to read what these stupid Genbu were. I'm so confused. Genbu. Extensive taming and breeding of the Southern Seas giant turtles has led to the Blacktooth Grin to the release of their ultimate weapon at just this dark hour. These docile but deadly gargantuans have a goblin howitzer strapped on their backs and will use it against anything it doesn't consider food for its enormous jaws, which otherwise use as a way of devouring whole enemies. So they have Devour, and they just seem like better catapults. And they were super beefy, too. They can smell any organic unit nearby, hence invisible units are ineffective. Their massive spike shell can hurt any foolish enough to try to strike at it. Oh my gosh, so they have their catapults, they're by nature very, very good against ranged units. They have thorns so that they can not kill, but they'll do some good counter damage versus melee units on top of them. So there's really not a great counter to them, except cannon towers, which actually did work out pretty well. We're done. There must have been one demon just hanging out back there. I think I played this one fine. It was fine. I'm not sure of a better way to approach this. I took out the right base with what I had. I didn't overuse air units, but I did use air units. I feel like they are kind of a necessity to a certain extent, especially against this right base. We probably could have wiped out, once we got rid of the ships, we probably could have just used only land units once we got over to the center island. Let's see that end cinematic. Yo, look at that. There's Khadgar. OG Khadgar closing the portal in that cinematic was awesome.
Quiet settles over the black morass, with the blackened, burning remains of the cursed portal serving as a solemn reminder of the evil that once stood here. After the long and savage battle, you stand victorious over the tattered remnants of the once mighty orcish hordes. Those orcs that survived the conflict have fled to the northeast in hopes of escaping your vengeance. You allow them their reprieve, knowing that the power of the Horde has been forever broken and that the lands of Azeroth belong to its native sons and daughters once again.
This goes to those people who helped me in the accomplishment of this project. Cool. Well, we'll let these play, of course, and you can see where a lot of these models and systems came from for this campaign. I enjoy this. I look forward to playing the Orc campaign. I'm actually a little scared to play against some of the human factions, because one thing I was thinking was some of the Orc... really, the only Orc subfaction, there were two things that scared the crap out of me. The Raiders with the triple attack speed, self-cast, which I couldn't steal with spell stealers. So I had no counter to it. If I was playing as Lordaeron, I could dispel it. As Azeroth, I had no direct counter to it, except hopefully, you get a stun to proc. I can hear you thinking, oh, there's more. You disobeyed a direct order, son. We are paladins, not executioners, Uther. As commanders in war we have priorities. Your choice was certainly noble, but the orcs are beyond redemption for what they have done. I can see your military predecessors self-reflected in your words. From my former priest's self-point of view, I'd say the orcs were spent. I think Lothar sensed it. That must be why he moved out to attempt that parley. He wasn't new to overconfidence. We both knew the tale of the Tome of Divinity, which he greedily sought to find. Had it not been for the rescue of King Lane's troops, he would have been dead by then. That was a Warcraft 1 mission. That was the first micro-mission in the human campaign. That wasn't overconfidence. Plus, I never believed the 20-month story. I'll tell you what. They had a simple chain of command, and his deputy ran for the rescue. Lothar needed my help, and I should have been there. It was the first time, and it ended up being my last. It's my fault. I failed him. Don't jump to conclusions. The death of Lothar was none of your fault. Get a hold of yourself. Oh, it's me! His channel for being a big part of my inspiration. What's done is done. At least I can fully devote myself to others, now that I've been something. I guess you've already set your new course. I shall redeem by helping these people to rebuild their homeland. I will not leave anyone behind, ever again. Cool. Well, that's a nice little reflection on Lothar, because he dies so abruptly as such an important character, but again, this was back in, Warcraft 1 and 2, where narrative was mostly kept to the manuals and those really brief briefings. So, I think this was a neat little addition. Again, the fact that Turalyon and Uther acknowledge the fact that Lothar just got basically betrayed and killed very abruptly at the beginning of a mission, and most players might just outright miss it. Oh, but there's still trouble brewing down there. To be continued. Well, there's an Orc campaign, which again we'll be playing. I think I'm going to play a different campaign. In the meantime, we'll wait for the Orc campaign update to happen, which again, at the time this video comes out, it might have happened, but regardless, I got to keep a bit of a backlog because I'm traveling sporadically throughout the rest of this month. So I'll probably play something else, then we'll come back to the Orc campaign. It's going to be great. I really like the cinematics of this campaign. They were really well done. Back to what I was saying about the subfactions, the self-cast triple attack speed of the Raiders is wild to me. I mean, I think old school Bloodlust was double, or it might have even tripled your attack power, but the attack speed is wild to me, if only because things already attack super quick in this game. So you just have to hope for a stun to proc if you're Azeroth. You can't spell steal it, but I think that's just a glitch, so hopefully that works. I told Lord Perenolde II about it, and he said that when you play as the Orcs, he's like, when I used that and I was playing as Blackrock, the spell stealers were able to take it. So I guess that's something I'll keep in mind when we get there in the Orc campaign and just not use it, because that would be a mistake. We don't want to give that to the spell stealers. Anyway, some of the faction differentiations were were a little overtuned, like a little too good. I feel like if you macro well enough, you still should be able to brute force your way through any of the counter system that's put in place there. It did feel like, though, in some cases, what you're up against is maybe it's like so good. The Raiders self-cast Bloodlust being one example, and then the dragon turtles being another example of something that's like insanely powerful, very, very strong, unless that's meant to take the place of their like flyer dragon unit. Because I got the impression, again, those were just very, very strong compared to like normal catapults. But that's the kind of stuff with like the subfactions and stuff. Like these maps were not made so obscenely difficult or anything that I felt like, oh man, I gotta like really, really dig and claw my way to victory, similar to like the Warcraft 1 remake, which I will always reference back as potentially the hardest, one of the hardest, if not the hardest projects I have ever played. I don't say that lightly. Very, very difficult. Way harder than to the bitter end. I honestly cannot think of anything else I played that was as difficult as that. So I'm grateful that this campaign gives you that cool, unique, kind of like white glove creative touch with the enhanced version without just piling it on with that crazy difficulty, which I appreciate. And Warcraft 1 was a hard game, but just like the frequency at which enemies attacked in that remake was crazy. What else with this one? I'm not sure. We'll be back with the Orc campaign in the future. Overall, I really enjoyed this. The subfactions were a blast. You can play the original without those if you want just the more, original feel. But otherwise, this felt like Warcraft 2. I think a huge credit going to the way the terrain was designed. Not the terraining per se. I mean, that was great because it matched the original. But just like the actual tile sets that were created for this just felt dead on. Really well done. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.